name's Casey Corum, and this is a tutorial from the project This Is Your Kingdom Come Now.
How I love your ways.
The song How I Love Your Ways is in the key of D, and we're going to play that in drop D. So I'm going to go ahead and tune this down. Kind of real quick way to get to that D is to just use your D string to kind of tune it in. So the little turnaround section is a little tricky, and I'm kind of just playing a modified D. I'm moving back and forth between a D, a G over B, and A7 sus. So the initial part of the turnaround is basically strumming the D and then opening it up to make it a D2, and basically to get to that D add 2, I'm opening up, taking my finger off the E string just to leave it open. And then I'm going to G over B and walking that down, having my pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then walking that down, having a finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and then bringing it back, opening it up, and then bringing it back to the D. So. Okay. And then it does a similar thing. It goes A7, and then I throw in the suspended 4th, and then back to the D. And then it repeats it. Do that G over B thing. It does the A7 thing again. Okay, and that's basically the turnaround. Let's go ahead and play that through. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's lots of different ways to play that. That is one of the easier ones. You can kind of experiment with it and find some others. So, okay, moving to the verse. It's kind of walking. It's kind of bouncing back and forth between the same chords, and I'm tending to kind of pedal tone this D, just letting this low D ring out through all the chords I'm playing in the verse. First chord's a D, Crimson the Water. G over B, again with that low D kind of ringing there. The pool where I bathed, black was the color of the bed, A7 to A7 sus, just by moving up 1 fret on the B string, the bed where I lay, and it does that again. Found as a sinner, but there did not stay, found by a Savior, and changed by His grace. And then it tags it on. And then moving into the chorus, you actually move to a G. But we'll get to that when we start talking about the chorus. I have to play it slightly differently because of the drop D tuning. So let's play the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Crimson the water, pool where I bathed. Black was the color of the bed where I lay. Found as a sinner, there did not stay. Found by a Savior, changed by His grace. Okay, that's the verse. Moving to the chorus, coming out of that, we're going to play a G, which I'm going to play up here. 5th fret on the D string, the low D string, also known as the E string, drop D tune. And then muting the A string, open on the D and G, 3rd fret on the B string, muting the E string. So How I love your ways to a D, and then A7, toggling up to the suspended fourth. It's back to the D. You have changed, G, my days. Same thing with the A7 to the suspended fourth. Brought from dark, G, to light, and then to A. I'm just going to bar this one. Death unto life, B minor. How I love, E minor 7, which we're going to have to fret to get the E because of the drop D tune. So I'm fretting 2nd fret on the D string here, the low D. 2nd fret on the A string, open D and G. 3rd fret on the B and E. How I love your ways, A7 suspended 4th, resolve it, and then the turnaround. Okay, so let's play the chorus. Coming into the chorus now. 1, 2, 3. How I love your ways. You have changed my days. Brought from dark to light. How I love your ways. Back to the turnaround. So the chorus sometimes will double. It's actually a pretty simple way to double that chorus. How I love your ways. How I love your ways. Just kind of go straight into that double. And then, of course, the chorus also sometimes will tag at the end. And it's just basically bouncing back and forth between the E minor 7 and that A7 sus to A7. How I love your ways. How I love your ways. And that's the song, How I Love Your Ways. How I love your ways.